Thank you to my partner in crime right here, Leo, for helping out and making this last minute makeshift spray booth. It's actually working real well, complete with ventilation right here and a beautiful little boxer named Neo. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go ahead and finish restoring this hood, this carbon fiber. As you can see, it's all oxidized. So just to let you guys know, I have hit it with a dual action already and cut it down a little bit. I also clayed it, so it's not as smooth to the touch, but we're just going to give it a quick little wash. We're going to remove this beautiful Save On sticker. And then in our arsenal, what we're going to be using is we're going to sand it down. Now, because I've already used what I have with the dual action, I'm going to use 800. And then we're going to move to 1000, and then we're going to clear coat it and then get it down with the 3000. What we're using is a Rust-Oleum clear. You guys can pick this up at AutoZone, Home Depot. I'm also going to be using that Goo Fob. It's like Goo Gone. Just to kind of take off anything, most likely the sticker on this. We are also, here's the plug, alright, blacklistsocal.com. We are going to use the jet sealant from Chemical Guys to seal it, and then we're going to be using the coveted Hydrocharge Ceramic coating spray. Okay, I'll let you know how this fits all together, but let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to just want to wash off the top with some soap and water. Get it clean. We'll kind of get to see where the dry spots are on it. We're also going to use the Goo Gone to go ahead and, excuse me, we're going to go ahead and remove the sticker, Save On. Okay, and then once we get that going, then we'll just take a look at it and evaluate again.
Think kind of bum bum. Look what's all Jamaican. Little different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? Say what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Tell some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey yo, what a bam bam.
Alright, so we finally got the decal off, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heating with the 800 grit. Again, I've already used a dual action polisher on this, clayed it already, so you want to make sure you do that. Make sure that you fold your sandpaper into threes or something that fits in your hand good. And we're going to be using soap and water to sand it.
Bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, ta what a bam bam. This woman never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come free nice up Jamaican, so bam bam, ta what a bam bam, bam bam.
So what we're going to do now, since we've gotten the 800 on it, we're going to put some water on it and look for any high spots, if any. So generally what I like to do is I like to use gloves, but in this case I'm going to use my hands as the actual tool that we're going to be using just to check for any high spots.
Got to water it to keep and care it. You've got to water it. I've been traveling all over this world, yeah. I never see a black clothes in no other garden.
want to look for is any dry spots on the hood. That'll kind of let us know if there's any dry spots on there or any high spots that we should be looking at. Everything looks pretty good. So we're gonna move on to the next one.
Cause something special is in my garden. Black, black roses in my garden. Hey. Black, black roses in my garden. Black, black roses in my garden. Black, black roses in my garden.
Alright, so now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to shoot it with alcohol. If you guys can see, that'll get us a little bit more dryness and remove anything that we might have left on. It's also going to give us a clear idea of where we need to put more. So if you can see the lines right here, as well as a little bit of the Sabon sign still, we need to work those a little bit more. Mostly right there on the top in the middle, top of the mount. Alright, so let's get it again. Okay, here's a close-up of the hood. We're looking for shiny spots. Kind of took care of everything pretty much. Make sure you get down into the corners. Then once it's done, you're gonna want to just have some isopropyl alcohol, dry it all up. Okay, now we're gonna get ready to clear and then do the first cut on the sand. We're gonna put 2 layers on it. We're gonna go first with the base coat right now, okay? We're gonna wanna make sure to spray evenly across. Alright everyone, so we got the first layer of clear on. It dries up in 15 minutes, but we're gonna let it cure for about an hour. Then we're gonna come back, double check it, and then we'll get the second coat on, and then we'll do a wet sand. Alright, see you guys in a bit. Alright, so right here we have the hood. We've cleared it already. We put about 3 coats of clear. Now we're letting it cure. It takes about 20 minutes to dry to the touch, but in order for us to wet sand it, does take an hour to cure. So we have 20 minutes already. Now we're putting it in the sun so you can get a little bit better. We're gonna wait an hour and then we're gonna double check it for the cure. Okay, but here's a little bit of a close-up. Looks way better. Okay guys, so now that we have the clear coat cured, we waited the 20 minutes, we put it out in the sun, we waited an hour, it's completely dry. So we do see a little bit of drip marks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start the wet sanding now. Once we do the wet sanding, we're gonna hit it with not too abrasive sanding paper, but we are gonna run the 800 and then the 1500 again. And then, or maybe we'll do the 1500 and then the 3000 depending on how bad we see it. After that, then we'll go ahead and give it a cut with the V38. And then once we do that, then we'll apply the sealant, the Jet Seal. We'll wax it and then we'll apply the ceramic coating at the end. But this hood is starting to look a lot better. As you can see,
life and death. Life.
Okay guys, so now that we hit the hood with the wet sand, we're gonna cut it with the dual action polisher. We're gonna use on the V-line 36 and 38. Okay, and with that I'm gonna go ahead and use the orange hex logic pad. So when you guys are applying, you just need 5 dime-sized dots. And then you want to work small portions of the panel first. When you guys are applying it, use a smaller speed, like 1 or 2, just to get everything across, evenly coated. Once you got everything coated, just go ahead and raise the speed of 5 or 6.
Encuentro un cabello tuyo en mi cama. Me quedé pensando dónde estás ahora. Te esperarás un par de horas. Tengo el presentimiento de que no andas sola. No has escrito ni siquiera hola. Tú sigues envolviéndome con la misma historia. Cuando te veo se me olvida todo. No quiero hablar, prefiero hacérmelo.
Alright, so now we've done everything that we needed to do with the V36 and 38. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the black hex logic pad. Again, make sure you put your polishing conditioner on it. Just give it a few sprays. We're going to go ahead and put the jet seal. The jet seal, again, we can apply it by machine. You're going to use a low setting, like 1 or 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave it on for 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back and we're going to take it off by hand. So you can apply jet seal with your hand, but with the machine gives it an even coating. So we're going to let it sit for 15 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to remove it with a microfiber towel.
Okay guys, we're back at it, day number 2.
You're so stupid. Alright guys, so it's been 15 minutes already. We're going to remove the excess jet seal. Hood looks really nice. Once we do that, we're gonna get it with a little bit of wax, and then we're gonna use the Hydrocharge on it. Alright, so we're going to use the red hex logic. That's going to be your finishing pad. And then we're going to use butter wet wax to get it glossy and shiny before we put that Hydrocharge on it. Okay, so now for the coveted Hydrocharge Ceramic spray coating. Sorry, I'm trying to read that backwards, guys. Alright, so again, this is like the ceramic coating but in a spray. It's a lot different from the bottle that you guys normally use. But what it does, it still adds a protective layer like ceramic coating, which again acts like another sealant. So now we have sealant, wax, another sealant. Again, 2 protective layers before the actual jet seal. Blue plush microfiber applicator, and we're going to use this now. As you guys have seen on the videos, we don't need a lot for this, so I'm just going to go ahead and use 3 sprays just like it says on the video. Okay. So again, we're just going to use 3 little streaks. Alright guys, so what I'm going to try and do on this angle is I'm going to try and have you guys see what it looks like as I'm laying it. Again, this is a very thin layer, so you don't need that much product. So thankfully 1 bottle will last you a long time if you know how to use it. So you guys will actually smell the chemical, and even though you guys probably can't see it through the camera, you'll be able to see the little glaze that the product leaves. So if you just kneel down and get the right angle, you'll be able to see if you miss any spots or anything. And for you to have a better product, to leave about 1 or 2 minutes on it, and then you can go ahead and buff it off with a microfiber towel. They also recommend for you, if you can, to leave it out of the elements between 2 to 3 hours. You know, ideally you want to do this during the day out of the sun, but again, we're working in our makeshift booth that our friend Leo was very happy to make for us, so we'll probably be having a little bit more videos coming through from this actual booth. So hope you guys like it and hope this helps, and go out and support chemical, guys. Support your local auto detailer and pick up some Hydrocharge. See you guys later.